Fala, galera. Estão por aí? Olha, pastor!
Pastor Fabinho virou pra ele.
Valeu, cara. Vamos começar aqui, galera, pra gente não perder tempo. Ó, pessoal, tô ao vivo aqui na Twitch, na Kik, no YouTube, porém sem ler os comentários do YouTube, porque tem muito delay e acaba atrapalhando o streamer. Quem quiser mandar o seu comentário, vire um Prime e mande um donation. Vamos lá, um antigo vilarejo imponente que acabou sendo abandonado por Crave. Vamos lá, a gente tem que voltar pra cá, né? Tá valendo comprar esse jogo? Cara, o jogo tá maneiro. A história é muito boa, né? A gameplay é muito básica e tal, mas a história é muito boa, capaz de proporcionar momentos bacana. Se for comprar mídia física, usa o link do canal lá na Amazon. Jogo maneiro, maneiro. Se você gosta, né? Corrigindo erros.
To sit solo then. We have a lot to discuss.
We have a lot to discuss. Sidolfs.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy. What do you suppose it could be?
What do you suppose it could be?
Right, was it?
A gente pode ver aqui que apareceu, né? Sidolfs. Tá. Isso aqui a gente já sabe, né? Tá tudo fechado. Vamos lá visitar o Sidolfs. É, eu dei uma dormidinha ali. Comi uma sopinha, o Todd fez um sopão. Cuidou de mim, cuidou de mim. Agora eu tô um pouquinho melhor. Não sei se eu vou sentir sono de novo. E olha ela aí.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing.
Guilherme virou Tipa. Fala, meu velho safado.
Fala, cara. Boa sorte aí no sorteio.
So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, Killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most but march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Shadow underline Scalis virou Tipa. TMJ Barrel.
Caraca, aí tá bonito, ó. Nossa, mano. Valeu. Conselho dos Anciões.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
Os caras são velhos, mas com cara de gente nova.
We need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that... I don't think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Não é estranho isso? Os caras são velhos, mas eles têm cara de gente nova. Tudo com os traços, tudo fininho, magro. É, tudo parece, tudo igual.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Ah, o filho dele é aquele moleque lourinho.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Valeu, Lemar.
Lemar virou Prime. Só passando pra dar esse Prime de 32 meses. Boa noite a todos.
Valeu, cara. Vai ter sorteio do Final Fantasy aí no Tipa.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Vamos lá, vamos ver se a gente entendeu direito. Crystal Matter. Apesar do povo de Valite depender dos cristais retirados dessas montanhas para viver e seguir para as terras ricas em éter em busca de bênção deles, Cid afirma que o poder de extração do éter dos cristais de Matter é um motivo para o avanço das terras mortas. Os poucos que descobrem a verdade são perseguidos por aqueles que estão no poder. E esse poder depende justamente do controle desse recurso fundamental. Deserto estéril desprovido de éter, onde nenhuma vida ocorre e a magia também é praticamente inútil. Aqui, tanto a terra quanto a água são manchadas de preto, impedindo que qualquer semente se desenvolva. Nos últimos anos, a praga se espalhou de forma cada vez mais ampla, deslocando nações inteiras diante dela, levando uma fauna que já foi pacífica à violência desesperada e deixando um rastro de catastrófica devastação. O éter é a força vital da Terra e a fonte de toda a magia. A quantidade de éter que o feitiço consome depende de sua força, que manifestam forças mais potentes em uma área mais ampla demandam mais éter. Cristais maiores podem canalizar mais éter do que os menores e, portanto, podem ser usados para conjurar magias mais poderosas. Pode-se usar uma lasca menor para grelhar um peixe, mas é necessário ter um cristal.
Rafael Benz virou Prime. Que tá achando do jogo, Baltar?
Tô achando maneiro, cara. A história do jogo é bem maneira. Então, existem os cristais, que são os cristais gigantes, né? E eles tiram esses cristais pra quê? Para viver e seguir para as terras ricas em éter em busca da bênção deles. E aí, conforme eles vão retirando esses cristais, as terras vão morrendo. Tem os cristais mães que abastecem a magia dos reinos.
There's work enough here for 100, and not nearly enough able bodies to see it all done. The hideaway is lucky to have you and Jill.
Thank you, Tarja. Ah, mas os cristais que causam a praga ou o nego extrair os cristais?
Drake virou Prime. 14 meses Battle. 14 meses financiando a maior combagem do Brasil.
No, it's not.
Valeu, cara.
You've lost a letter.
Henrique Ezel virou Prime.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Ainda pede pra gente ir rápido. Vamos lá. Vamos fazer essa missão?
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sandbreck as soon as I can.
Repouso de Marta. Será que é aqui onde está marcado 1? Eles vieram.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Coisa de japonês. Pô, não era pra ele conseguir passar, né?
More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. I've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Pô, cara, essa parada apontando pra você onde você tem que ir é uma foda, né?
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
saw ya. Did Master Quentin summon ya?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
O cachorro, cara.
Rafael Benzac Neto virou Tipa. Fala, Berou. Quero ganhar esse jogo com os bonecos piores que os da Bethesda.
Cara, olha, esse jogo aqui, cara.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Ah, é por isso que tá acabando o éter, ó. O nego tá usando a porra pra secar a roupa. Pô, esse jogo aqui, cara, ele merecia ter uma... Ele merecia estar no PC, pra falar a verdade. É, a trilha sonora tá foda, né?
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just own up to what... Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keep Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Aí, viu? A gente descobriu que o cara tem uma filha, ó. É, o Final Fantasy, o outro tava zoado, né? Quando saiu o 7. Mas era no Play 4, né, cara?
Clive, was it?
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Éter do fogo residual que, não conseguindo se dissipar no campo de batalha, se manifestou em uma forma sólida parecida com um cristal, mas com a pureza elemental que o torna muito mais potente e especializado em suas aplicações. Diminui o tempo de recarga do ataque.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing, and it entirely is borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh. I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem. That sounds painful.
So you're really going through with it? Sis been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
There's...
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning, let her know you're coming. We go way back, and she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Agora você pode ver os relatórios de aliados falando com Gaut no balcão de relatórios de aliados. Esses documentos compilados rompem a maldição, contém informações sobre missões disponíveis.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Ah,
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
Pô, o maluco fez porquinho, viu?
Thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Here you go.
Boas-vindas. Esse aqui é o cara das caixas, né?
Seen enough? Fancy giving us a hand? Me? The way I see it, so, what'd you say? Cheerio then.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Na dublagem japonesa original, ninguém fica querendo parecer que é britânico. A dublagem original é inglesa, cara. É a única que tem voz, sincronização labial. Aqui também dá uns pipocos no som. Tá dando uns estalinhos no som ou não? Vocês estão ouvindo isso? Vê se vai parar.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds. Truly.
I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this'll be enough.
Ele foi mal, tava no mudo. Eu disse que eu tô procurando missões secundárias pra ver se tem alguma coisa bacana, né? Mas parece que a maioria é besteirinha. Eles poderiam usar um esquema de tipo assim, missão... Botava uma cor assim, tipo, a gente saber o tamanho da missão e a importância, entendeu?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly?
Tem as que são mais importantes, né?
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Cara, os caras botaram escravo mesmo no game.
What happens to us now, brother?
Nothing bad.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Ah, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business. Oh, that's a shame.
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
Tem muita gente jogando isso aqui em live? Acho que não mais, né? A galera que recebeu antecipado 30 vezes e aí já zerou, já largou de mão, né? Não, porque esse jogo é um flop. Pô, tu tá com raiva do jogo mesmo, hein, Raf? Fala pra gente aí, porque tu tá com raiva do jogo. $32.000 pessoas assistindo. Não é aqui no meu canal, não, lá na Zoca, né? Vendeu mais que o Resident Evil 4, mas é flop que tu viu no Duff. Do fã comunista tá falando mal do jogo?
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I wouldn't say safe, but at least now it's possible.
O joguinho do Harry Potter também vendeu bem, é bom. Não, aquele lá é ruim de verdade. Sim, jogo Final Fantasy desde o 1, esse é o pior de todos. Não, esse não é pior que o 13. Hogwarts Legacy é muito ruim. Por que tu não gostou desse jogo, Raf? Tirando a legenda, que a dublagem que tu falou que tá ruim. O 13 é muito ruim. O 13 eu não consegui entender até hoje aquele combate. O boneco luta sozinho. Eu não gostei de ser um Devil May Cry com sistema de level. Quero jogar um RPG. Pô, uma Final Fantasy não é RPG, né, cara? Final Fantasy é aventura. Eu achei que ficou bacana, o combate é bacaninha. Eu acho que ele poderia ser mais desafiador. É, mas o combate ele é meio travado também. Você não sente desafio quase nenhum nos combates. Se ele tivesse um sistema de turno, hoje em dia ele ia espantar muita gente, cara. Não tem como tu botar sistema de turno pro jovem dinâmico hoje em dia, porque o jovem não vai nem entender o que é. Vai entender, vai falar assim, ué, como é que o boneco fica parado enquanto o outro luta? Por que ele não sai atacando? Valeu, Edu.
Edu Tavares virou pra ir. Primeiro.
Pô, mas... Yakuza é horrível, cara. Pelo amor de Deus. Pode até ser que tem uma história maneira, mas a jogabilidade é horrível. Não, que eu ainda pretendo dar uma chance qualquer dia ao Persona.
This time.
Duas habilidades que melhoram muito. Dragon's Dogma. Pô, eu tentei jogar Yakuza Like a Dragon, achei horrível. Pode ser que tentando jogar com um pouco mais de paciência, o jogo pegue e tal, assim, mas eu não acho esse Final Fantasy aqui pior que esses jogos não, cara. Até porque os personagens aqui estão bem maneiros, me lembrando bastante de Final Fantasy antigo. É, mas esse combate aqui parece bastante com o do Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Let's make this quick.
Finished.
Pelo menos por isso eu me lembro, né? Ah, mas Dragon's Dogma é de 2010, né, cara? Porra. Por que eu vou fazer isso comigo? Dragon's Dogma eu não joguei porque na época que eles tinham que ter lançado pro PC, eles não lançaram. O jogo era exclusivo do console. A pouco ficou velho e eles lançaram pro PC. A única reclamação que eu tenho desse jogo aqui... Não, são 3 reclamações principais, né? Nem o gráfico em si, mas a resolução, que é horrível. Horrível. Os personagens. Alguns são muito bem feitos, como é o caso dele. E do Cid. Outros parecem bonecos japoneses, como é o caso da menina. E o combate poderia ser mais desafiador. O jogo poderia ser mais difícil. E poderia ter mais sistema de RPG, né? Mas aí eu tô querendo mudar o Final Fantasy. Porque na verdade sempre foi muito simples. Final Fantasy sempre foi muito simples. Por exemplo, Final Fantasy VII, como era aquele esquema de batalha antigo, pô, muitas vezes irritava, cara. Tipo assim, você tá aqui, aí você anda, aí vai pra luta. Aí você sai da luta, aí você anda, vai pra luta. Aquilo ali hoje em dia não funciona mais. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Age, Northreach. É, mas o Chrono Trigger saiu depois do... Eu não sei se o Chrono Trigger começou a ser desenvolvido antes do Final Fantasy VII. Porque o Final Fantasy VII ainda usa o esquema antigo do 6. Aí, cara, quando você vê um cenário desse aqui, ó, isso aqui é... Isso é sacanagem, cara. Você compara isso aqui com Witcher. Porra. Você compara isso aqui com Final Fantasy XV, cara. Final Fantasy XV é melhor. Cara, Octopath Traveler 2, eu não joguei o 2, joguei o 1. Não gostei de como a história se desenrola. Achei muito bobo.
That's enough.
Tem que ser esquema Dragon Quest 11, aí eu não sei. Pegaram uma galera da Capcom. É, o combate foi o cara do Devil May Cry que fez, né? E isso aqui, ó, essa roupa aqui é com certeza pra dar uma de Devil May Cry, né? Agora o jogo merecia ser muito mais bonito. É mais feio que o Elden Ring, cara. Tá mais ultrapassado que o Elden Ring. Tá nível aquele jogo da Square novo lá da menina lacradora. Se não tiver pior. O level design desse jogo aqui, cara, é andar pra frente, cara. Final Fantasy é basicamente andar pra frente e curtir história. E combate. Ainda mais nesses novos, que não tem esquema de magia praticamente. Porque nos antigos, pô, Final Fantasy VII ele era bem estratégico, cara. Final Fantasy VI não era tão simples assim, tinha os inimigos que era difícil. Porque quando você entra no combate de turno, as coisas são complicadas. Teve inimigo no Final Fantasy VII que eu não consegui matar, que era opcional. Eu não consegui matar o Rubi e não consegui matar acho que era um que era debaixo d'água. Pô, aquele era difícil pra caralho. Tipo assim, o máximo que você tinha de energia era 9.999 de vida. E o primeiro ataque dele, tipo assim, você começava atacando primeiro. Mas o primeiro ataque dele era 9.999 nos 3 bonecos, era hit kill nos 3. E você tinha que começar a luta botando barreira nos 3 bonecos. Entendeu? Tinha umas paradas assim que você tinha que lutar estrategicamente, senão você perdia. E eu nunca consegui matar ele. E o outro era o Rubi Weapon. Não, era Rubi, na verdade. Que era um vermelho. Que logo no começo da luta, ele escolhia um personagem teu aleatório e botava pra fora da luta. Aí você jogava 2, só 2 contra ele. Era difícil pra caralho.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Por exemplo, eu não cogitaria a ideia de pegar um Final Fantasy e fazer um Final Ring, não. Eu faria lindamente uma mistura de Final Fantasy com Elden Ring. Pô, faria lindo. Ia ficar absurdo. O esquema do combate já tá pronto. Aí tu mete uns personagens desse aqui foda no Elden Ring. Pô, com uma história maneira, com combate maneiro, com aquelas modificações que tem no Elden Ring. Caralho, ia ficar absurdo, cara. Aí os outros iam falar, ah, não é Final Fantasy. Pô, não é Final Fantasy, mas é melhor. Você bota um esquema de magia junto. Ou bota você pra pegar os outros personagens da magia. Aqui, mas o que eu esperava de nova geração era, por exemplo, imagina um Final Ring desse daí que eu tô falando. Aí você chega numa cidade dessa daqui, a riqueza de detalhe é igual ao do Plague Tale. Imagina. Tudo absurdamente bonito e detalhado. Tá ligado? Ué, cara. É, mas tipo assim, esses jogos aqui não me parece que tem aquelas features novas de... Não do DirectX, né? Que o PlayStation ele não suporta DirectX. Mas ele suporta coisas semelhantes ao DirectX. Por exemplo, existe uma técnica no DirectX que eu não lembro qual é o nome. Que tipo assim, se eu tô vendo aquele muro ali na frente, tá vendo? Nada do que tá atrás daquele muro ali é renderizado. Tá ligado? Isso é uma técnica para você, é uma técnica de otimização, para você economizar recurso de hardware. Aqui, filho, foda-se, tudo que tá aqui tá sendo renderizado, né? Tipo assim, atrás daquele castelo lá tá sendo renderizado, tudo. E isso vai fazer o jogo pesar pra caralho. Né? Tipo, atrás desse castelo, ó. Tem coisa lá atrás, tá tudo sendo renderizado. O boneco lá dentro. Já viu quando você entra, que tu pega o modo foto? No Plague Tale tem essa porra. Tipo assim, tu pega o modo foto. Aí tu entra debaixo do chão. Tu vê que tipo assim, essa porra aqui é uma camada fina. É só uma textura, né? E tu passa ali dentro ali do castelo, é só uma porra fina ali, é uma... Entendeu? Não tem nada atrás. Esses aqui eu tenho certeza que tem. É, tudo papelão, isso aí.
Welcome, good. Back off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Caralho, o maluco tava empolgadão.
Give me one of those hams, the biggest.
How about a plum for the apple of your eye?
Outra coisa que esse jogo não tem é clima, né? Dinâmico. Não sei se eu acho ruim, não, mas...
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a Branded's touch.
Porra, mas esse jogo aqui, se tivesse uma engine lá do Plague Tale. Caralho, imagina tu chegando nessa parte aqui. O Witcher é muito mais bonito que isso aqui. A lama foda, igual a lama do Battle. Imagina aquela lama do Battle, o boneco chegando aqui bonitão. Os personagens maneiros, as crianças correndo de calcinha. Pô, ia ser foda, né, cara?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
And what can I do for you?
Lâmina de Gaia.
Shouldn't you make a bit of space in your bag first? I'll be here if you need me.
Aí o jogo fica travado em 20 FPS. Mas tipo assim, você rodar em 30 FPS é muito fácil pros consoles. 30 FPS é muito leve, cara. Porque tipo assim, você vê aqui que o jogo... E ainda mais 30 FPS com FSR. É muito fácil. Porque, por exemplo, o 4K... Ele é 4 vezes o 1080p, cara. É uma resolução bizonhamente alta. Entendeu? Isso dificulta muito. Você fazer 4K 60 é complicado, mas 4K 30 nem tanto. Porra, o Witcher tem uma parte que tu vai andando assim. Não lembro onde é que a gente tá chegando, que tá cheio de boneco, cheio de personagem de pessoa pendurada assim pela cabeça. Pô, aquela parte é foda. Pois é, se fosse 1440p nativo, mas tipo assim, o próprio 4K aqui não é 4K, nem é caralho. E no Resident Evil não era, eu falei e o nego ficou puto. Isso aqui não é 4K, cara. Não, não, isso aqui tá 4K sim. Mas não acredito que seja nativo, não. E outra coisa, esses gráficos aqui não estão no máximo. Eu nem sei se é melhor jogar assim mesmo no 4K 30 do que... Porque o outro modo tá realmente muito feio, cara. Olha aqui, isso aqui. Olha o boneco. Ele não tá em 4K, tá todo... Tá todo borrado, ó. Parece que as costas dele tá em 4K. O cabelo não tá... É tipo assim, não tá bonito a ponto de tu falar que vale a pena jogar assim. E eu vi que o VRR não ajuda nada. Não, cara, essa porra de tirar o máximo do console, isso aí é besteira hoje em dia. Porque, tipo assim, você tem as Game Engine, né? Os caras pegam e tascam tudo aqui, criam um cenário com um monte de coisa, né? Se o console ele fosse mais forte, ele ia aguentar. Agora, o que você tem que fazer? se o console não aguenta? Você tem que tirar coisas, tirar detalhes. Né? Tirar detalhes. A engine ela é responsável por fazer uma camada de abstração ali entre o hardware, né? E é tipo como se fosse uma... É acima da API, né? Um nível acima da API. Então ela conversa com a API do console para acessar o hardware. Pode ser que seja uma engine zoada também. Igual o pessoal falou, tem uma modelagem... Tipo assim, tudo dá para você fazer, né? E importar... Pô, tu não viu os caras fazendo a parada no ZBrush lá e importando para Unreal 5? É absurdo, cara. Então, tipo assim, cada engine funciona de uma forma, acessa o hardware de uma forma. E é óbvio que umas são mais eficientes que outras. Né? Isso aqui pode ser uma engine ruim. A do Final Fantasy XV parecia ser mais interessante do que essa. Custava usar Unreal? Mas por exemplo, tem coisas que, embora dê para você fazer completamente com a Unreal, geralmente os caras desenvolvem, às vezes os caras desenvolvem uma engine pensando em um jogo próprio. E provavelmente a Square fez uma engine pensando em desenvolver o Final Fantasy Online. Então eles pensaram assim, porra, a gente já tem essa engine pronta aqui. A gente pode modificar algumas coisas nela e fazer o nosso jogo. Entendeu? É muito mais simples do que você importar tudo, fazer tudo de novo para Unreal. Mas a engine do Death Stranding, cara, é tipo assim, eu não sou o maior especialista do mundo, não. Você consegue fazer coisas diferentes. Por exemplo, o Pro Evolution Soccer e o Metal Gear. Né? Mas eu acho que dá um trabalho gigantesco até você conseguir acertar as coisas. Né? Porque a primeira versão do Pro Evolution foi 2014. E era horrível. Até os caras acertarem, quantos anos foi? Né? Foi 2022, eu acho. Né? Entendeu? Então é difícil. Agora, o Final Fantasy VII Remake, ele é feito na Unreal. Né? Ele é feito na Unreal. Mas ele não tem isso aqui, ó. Ele não tem esse mundo aberto. Né? Será que vai ter agora no novo? Vamos ver no rebuff. Desnecessário esse mundo aberto, não tem nada? Não acho que seja desnecessário, não. Eu acho que casou bem com a proposta do jogo. Mas o Demon Souls, ele é um ambiente muito fechadinho, né? O Demon Souls tu pode botar detalhe pra caralho, porque tu tá sempre em local fechado. A quantidade de detalhes do Demon Souls é absurda. É absurda. É aquilo que eu falo de, por exemplo, você conseguir fazer jogos menores cheios de detalhes. Coisas que você não consegue fazer num jogo gigantesco. Não, pelo menos as árvores se mexem, não é igual a do Halo. Olha lá, pelo menos a árvore se mexe.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But... I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
However, do they get that color?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
No one's allowed through the gate until all packs have been inspected.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Olha lá, os bonecos são muito zoados, cara.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Nostradamus Underline virou pra aí. Boa noite, meu Battle. Renovado depois de uns meses sumido. Essa extensão do pra inconsciente é uma foda.
Eu acho que não tá mais funcionando pra meu consciente, né? Não tenho certeza. Vai rolar o sorteio do Final Fantasy aí, mas é só pra quem tá lá no Tipa. Porque eu tinha que englobar todas as lives e a gente fez no Tipa. Mas valeu pela força, cara.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Aí, olha esse boneco, cara.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Valeu,
o Weber virou pra aí. Porra, Berou, esse bagulho não renova sozinho, ainda bem que sou um subconsciente.
Tem dois tipos de cutscene, uma que é praticamente uma CG e a outra que é essas aqui em game, terríveis. Olha aqui o cara. Horrível, né? Aí tipo assim, é isso que eu falo, ó, um jogo desse não pode ganhar nota 10. Ele pode ganhar 10 na música. Fala, caralho, música 10. Você não pode dar 10 na jogabilidade, o boneco fazendo isso aqui. Você não pode dar 10 na dificuldade porque o combate é fácil. Entendeu? Então você vai tirando pontos. Igual o Zelda, pô. O Zelda tem um monte de defeito. Ainda vai me meter que o jogo é 10. O gráfico do Zelda é horrível também. Aí tem aqueles outros cenários genéricos também. O cenário genérico em cima e o cenário genérico embaixo. O único cenário que é bem feito mesmo é o do meio.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Agora, isso aqui, por exemplo, essa personagem aqui, esses personagens que aparecem nas missões, eles poderiam ser um pouco melhores. Mas não são, isso aí é preguiça. Demo que a Square lançou uns anos atrás.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Olha o VHF.
Gavi 995 virou Prime. Minha primeira doação para a campanha Rodrigo Baltar 2026. Mito.
So you're the new escort the girls have been
Tô
talking
gostando do jogo.
And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh?
Da Franca 97 virou Prime. Tô curtindo o game apesar de umas coisas. Se tá gostando.
Told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Aqui, isso daqui também estraga o jogo, ó. Essas paradas aqui marcando. Porque, tipo assim, tu não precisa explorar a cidade. Tu vai direto onde tem que ir, cara. Isso é muito escroto. Não dá pra desativar. Não dá.
Get on this side of the gate.
Another one of the dame's pets.
Olha a quantidade de pessoas que tem no lugar. Tem mais casa que pessoa, cara.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
on account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moore is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Vamos lá, aquele lugar lá em cima. Essa corrida aqui tá muito Devil May Cry, não tá?
An Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Wait, you're not one of us.
That's enough.
Tem nada aqui, não dá nem pra entrar. O que é faixa doma demônios? Nem sei o que é aquela porra que eu peguei. Ah, que isso aqui, ó. Faixa doma demônios. Enquanto matar um demônio, simplesmente manda a alma dele de volta para o inferno de onde ele veio. Sendo questão de tempo até que ela retorne para habitar um novo hospedeiro. Domar um demônio é uma forma muito mais eficaz de reduzir sua influência maligna no plano material. Quando uma pessoa atrai e aprisiona esses espíritos imortais do inferno, em apetrechos utilizados por ela, ela também pode dominar o poder deles e canalizar uma porção dele para si. Então é isso. É uma foda, né? Porque não dá nenhuma alteraçãozinha no boneco. Cara, a resolução do jogo é assustadoramente baixa, cara. É assustadoramente baixa. Muito doido isso, né, cara? É tipo Zelda no Switch. Vão lançar a DLC do Forspoken, eles? Tô no modo performance.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us... Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pound.
Olha lá o cara todo embaçado, mano.
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded. One end of a blade. Enough. I yield. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How'd a bearer win the dame's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
You got potential. I'll give you that.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Os estalinhos voltaram no som?
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded. The sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, right? Extra drills it is, then.
É, ele tá parecido com MMO, né? É um RPG online off. Eu falei pra galera que ia acontecer essa porra.
Now feel good, boy.
Fetch!
Greetings. You are one of the dames chosen, I see. Me? I am but a nameless weaver of song, who would warm the hearts of the good folk of this town with such humble cloth as the muse might permit me to make.
O bardo é igual em todos os lugares também.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatiana, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Excuse me, you there?
Think I might see you tonight?
Ó, a galera que ainda não virou membro aí pra participar do sorteio, hein?
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That's enough for today, Branded.
That's enough dallying, you two. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
As duas são maneiras.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
How do they expect us to finish the harvest?
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. What do you want? Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Galera que tá no YouTube, dá o like aí pra ajudar na live, hein, se puder virar
We're
membro.
expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Todo mundo tem medo da mulher, mas não entendi ainda por quê. Porque a mulher é dona do bordel, é isso? Aí os caras não querem comer as piranhas? Tá com medo de perder as piranhas? Não, na Kik não dá pra transmitir em 1440p.
It smells of death here, Torgo. Wolves. We can't get any closer to the village.
It's over. Stay down! That's it. Stay down.
Caralho.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Olha o pente.
So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
É multiplayer para jogar o PS5 no PC. Eu usava antigamente para poder capturar. Essas casas aqui é nível DayZ, mano.
Had another branded drop in the field.
If it was a message that needed delivering,
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it.
Onde que fica o tal do broche dele, da mulher, que todo mundo fala? Não dá, não muda nada no corpo dele, né?
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Your asses. You, Branded, here now. You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him. The insolence! Someone needs to learn to break his slaves. You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you well?
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a Branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Caralho.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this. before it happens again.
Caralho. Eles estavam deixando os lobos comer os marcados, portador.
You, Brandy, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not
Edson
right.
Neto
I don't
enviou.
like him, Father.
Esse vai ser Guti?
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Eles vieram separados pra cá para não serem reconhecidos pela guarda.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service. Like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. If one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For the help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Caralho, morreu o pai e o moleque? Que porra é essa, cara?
Pedro Tietbo virou pra ir.
Valeu, Pedro. Valeu, cara.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Será que o brinquedo da menina é uma pessoa?
Chloe?
Valeu, Carlos.
C4 Rosf 95 virou pra ir. Boa noite, Bero.
Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
A ragazza chorou? O universo paralelo chorou, né? O universo paralelo é baitolão?
That's enough.
Pô, todo mundo gosta desses caras, só não gostam de mim, né? Eu podia ter um público gigantesco se eu fosse baitola.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No.
Ela não tem a
This is not
marca,
battle
né?
you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change. Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Tem gente aí ainda pra gente fazer o sorteio? Foi todo mundo dormir? O que aconteceu com vocês? Bom, galera, vamos fazer o sorteio agora. Deixa eu entrar aqui no Tipa. Deixa eu ver quantas pessoas tem participando. Ah. Painel de subs. Vamos lá. Mais alguém aí vai virar membro? Tem 48 pessoas participando. Só. Eu poderia deixar mais tempo, né, o sorteio, mas a galera não vai entrar mesmo. E é bom assim que prioriza quem quer realmente ganhar. Então são 48 pessoas. Cara, o maluco mandou 12 meses de membro. Nem o PS5 eu tenho, por isso não vou participar. Pô, mas aí tu vende, né? Não, dessa vez eu não vou pagar porque eu tenho a chave, entendeu? Aí não vai dar pra eu pagar, pô. Das outras vezes eu paguei. Mas dessa vez eu tenho a chave do jogo. Ninguém mais vai virar membro, não? Responde minha pergunta, eu sou o Prime. Então, tem 48 participantes pra disputar a chave. Pô, olha quanto eu ganho. Olha quanto eu ganho por live no YouTube, ó. R$ 2 aqui. Estão vendo? Aqui, ó, R$ 2. Os caras não viram membro de jeito nenhum, mano. Não viram membro, não dão like, não assistem. Não sei nem se vale a pena ficar insistindo fazer live aqui nessa porra, cara. É, e o YouTube ainda pega 70% dos. Não, 30% dos R$ 2. 30% dos R$ 2 do YouTube.
Microsoft virou Tipa. Mansão da EA Nerd, verifica se meu nome tá aí agora.
Vamos ver aqui se tem a Microsoft Studios aqui. Aqui, a Microsoft tá aqui já. Bom, então eu vou começar aqui. São 49 pessoas. E vamos lá. Selecionar uma pessoa em 60 segundos. Vamos lá. Calma aí. Vai participar, Lejobim? Pô, chegou da janta agora, 1 hora da manhã, cara. Radoman, você vai ganhar? Geralmente os últimos 3 ganham o sorteio. Valeu, Venom Ló. Vira lá no
João
Tipa pra
virou
participar,
membro.
cara. Vivendo Games. Ah, Elégio?
Venom Lau virou Prime. Boa
Não,
noite.
Venom Lau. Boa noite, cara.
Lejobim virou Tipa. Toma ali.
Vamos lá então, Légio. Todo mundo aí, né? Aí, Légio. Vamos lá. Selecionar. Em um minutinho aí. Não, 30 não. Cinquenta personas. Vamos lá, selecionar. 80 segundos. Vamos lá. Vou cantar pra vocês. Uba, 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 rei, uba, uba, barada. Barabarabá, barabá. Barabarabá. Ai, 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 ai. Uba, uba, rei, uba, 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 rei. Uba, 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 rei, uba, 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 rei. Uba, 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 rei. Valeu, João. Uba, 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 rei. Uba, 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 rei. Uba, 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 rei. Barabá, 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 barabá. Ai, 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 ai. Uba. Uba, 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 rei. Uba, 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 rei. Cara, eu queria, por mim, hoje eu ia jogar até mais. Encanta o baiana. Nome Henrique Oliveira. Quero Final Fantasy XVI. Foi o nosso grande vencedor. Henrique Oliveira. Poderia ter deixado o e-mail dele, né? Henrique Oliveira é o Radomancer? Henrique Oliveira tá aí. Henrique Oliveira tá por aí. Se errar o e-mail, perde sorteio. Cadê o Henrique Oliver? Pô, mas já tá R$ 5 há um tempão ali. É... A gente vai entrar em contato com o Henrique. Pra ele poder responder aí. Apagou? Como assim apagou? Sou eu, porra. O mundo gira, primo. Não, não mete essa não, Henrique. Henrique não, o mundo gira. Henrique Oliveira, @gmail. Como vai provar agora se ele usou outro nick? Não, mas a gente consegue ver quem. A gente consegue ver o e-mail, pô. Lá pelo Tipa. Os caras do Tipa conseguem me mandar o e-mail e da onde veio o Pix, entendeu? Por isso que não tem erro. O Microsoft já criou um, né, Henrique? O Microsoft tá indignado. Cara, o sorteio do PS5, eu tava querendo ver o que o Budo Games está fazendo lá. Aquele golpe lá. Falei, qual é desse golpe que tu tá dando aí, Budo Games? Porra, tá tirando uma grana, filho. Aquela porra. É um golpe do Budo Games. O Budo Games anunciou esses dias aí o PS6 e o PS5 Pro, né?
O mundo gira primo enviou. Baltar sou eu, Henrique Oliveira. KKKK, meu nick é esse.
Porra, como é que eu vou acreditar em você? Querendo me dar esse golpe de mendemido aí. Eu vou ter que ver lá pelo Tipa, pô. Quem foi? Não, eu não consigo conferir. Eu tenho que falar com os caras do Tipa pra eles conferirem. Eu não consigo ver. Que eles guardam. Cara. É. Pra gente não poder ficar enviando e-mail pros outros, entendeu? Cobrando essas paradas. O do Legio é o único com Discord. Não, tem alguns, ó. Softone. Matheus. Pedro. Kiloaux. Leoro. Não, não posso rodar o sorteio de novo. Esse era o combinado. Eita, aqui os ganhos. Olha quanto eu ganho de Tiba, R$ 300. Paga nem a luz aqui de casa. R$ 300 de Tipa. Não, o jogo foi 350, né? O jogo é 350. O Luan Gameplay ganha 5.000 pra salvar o cachorro do Residente. Ai, cara, é muito doido, né? Sussurro? As lives do Luan Gameplay estão bombando ainda também? Luan ganhou uma grana esses dias disputando se tira ou não o donate do Abner. Não sei o que é isso. Tá muito separado o público, né, cara? Não. Foda. Tá um pouquinho aqui, tem 3 pessoas na Kik. É, mas eu não posso simplesmente parar de fazer live na Twitch, porque tem gente que aparece só pra dar o Prime. É. Mas, sinceramente, eu não sei o que eu faço, cara. Sinceramente, eu não sei o que eu faço. De 200 mil pessoas, nem 100 quer assistir. Se eu tô desanimado? Ah, cara. Tô desanimado porque eu fico sentindo que eu não tô dando atenção pra minha esposa, entendeu? E, pô, ficou aqui jogando videogame sem ganhar porra nenhuma. Isso que é foda. Tipo assim, pra não ganhar porra nenhuma, eu não faço porra nenhuma, entendeu? Mas trabalho não remunerado é difícil, cara. né? É forte, sexta-feira de noite. Ela queria ver filme, eu falei, pô, tem que fazer o sorteio. Foda. É porque, tipo assim, eu pegar e cortar de vez, ficar fazendo live pra um monte de lugar é foda, porque a galera tá tudo misturado. Não, isso aí eu tô fudido já. Acabou de mandar o formulário de parceiro. Eu mandei também, DK, mas os caras não responderam. É. Não sei, porque talvez fosse melhor fazer live direto no YouTube. Tipo assim, cagar pra monetização da live. Botava um dinheirinho lá pra nego virar. Botava uma paradinha pra nego virar sub lá. E abandonava a Twitch já com essa baitolice LGBT do caralho. Esse travesti da minha rola. Mas tu já não é milionário? Cara, mas o que tem a ver uma coisa com a outra, cara? Ó, vou fechar a live no YouTube aqui. Que quem tá no YouTube não gosta de mim mesmo. Vou mostrar pra vocês meus investimentos pela primeira vez na história do canal. Vamos lá. Fechar a live no YouTube, foi.